I got a lot of messages today, man. The Patriots won. Like, the Patriots won. They beat the Cincinnati Bengals, which is pretty crazy. So I am shocked a little bit by what I saw. The Patriots kind of played the way I thought they would. I thought the Patriots might be able to get, 10 to 17 points on the board, and that they would probably end up losing the game 21 to 14, 21 to 17, something like that. I am shocked, though, about how they were able to do it. I think the Bengals came out a bit flat. The Patriots defense played. We thought the Patriots defense was going to be pretty good. They played really good, and then the Bengals were flat on top of it, so that just made them seem that much better. The Patriots felt like a very calm, cool, and collected team out there, which I also didn't expect that. I expected a scatterbrained team that was not prepared, and that's a lot of the reporting that was done locally on their practices. It was said to be that way. There was a lot of things that we heard about, saw, whatever you want to say, and that's not really what we saw. There were like a couple little things, and then that was about it. So Jacoby Brissett was, as we thought, he was a very cool, calm, and collected veteran. I think he made one or two throws that were maybe, like oops, type of plays. A couple of, maybe once or twice he ran when it was dangerous. He threw one ball up in the air when they shouldn't have. For a jump ball, they should have just been able to be really careful with the ball and whatever. But he did that once. In other last couple of years, we've seen the New England quarterbacks, do that multiple times in a game. And if you do that 7 times, one or two or three are going to hurt you. And, he really only did it once. And Hunter Henry made a great play on that specific one to make sure that didn't happen. So it was just a great team effort by the Patriots. And again, I think that the Bengals came out a bit flat-footed. I had, as far as fantasy sports go and sports betting goes, today I picked the Patriots and the Cowboys. So I took the Patriots defense and the Cowboys defense today. So as far as defensive picks today, I crushed it. I also took Ramondre Stevenson as a running back because I knew that he would still be fairly kind of low on the totem pole, and I knew that they're going to need him, so he's going to get those reps, and he's also really good. So I think he paid off really well too. So my best picks today were Ramondre Stevenson, the Patriots defense, and the Dallas Cowboys defense. However, with my quarterback picks, I made a mistake with some of them. I went with just for fun. I picked Jacoby Brissett in one of my games, but in a few of my other games, I picked Baker Mayfield. Josh Allen today, I think he did 31-something points. Baker Mayfield was 29. I picked Baker Mayfield. So Baker Mayfield was big for me as well. Also, Joe Mixon and Tyreek Hill. I had those players as well. But everybody else I had was pretty much underperforming or didn't do well enough. So, probably going to lose the $25 I bet today total. I bet several games, 5 cents to 25 cents to $1, and I bet a whole bunch of games with variable, picks and lineups and things like that. But basically, those were my best picks, were the Cowboys, the Patriots, Baker Mayfield. And I only picked the Patriots because I thought they would still be pretty solid. And I was out of room. I had to pick somebody, and I was like, you know what? There's 7 other defenses that I don't really know that much about. And I know that the Patriots have always been solid on D, somewhat. So I just felt safe picking my own team. Plus, I felt like, you know what? It will also give me a reason to root for the Patriots today, since I'm a Patriots fan. So, it was a little bit of a luck thing, but also, a little bit of a feeling. Now, I didn't know they were going to do as well as they did, but they did well enough to do what I needed them to do in that pick. But definitely the Cowboys was the star pick. I mean, for me. There was a couple other games, too, a couple other defenses. Like Chicago Bears today, if you took the Bears, like they were good as well. And now we're getting ready for Detroit and the Rams, I believe. Is it Detroit and the Rams? Who's playing right now? I don't even know. I think it's Detroit and the Rams tonight. Am I crazy? Yeah, the Rams. Rams in Detroit. So, and I believe if I look up, I think I've got so many different picks in that one, but I believe that I took Detroit mostly is the bottom line. I mostly picked heavy on Detroit. There's a couple games I picked with the Rams, but mostly I took Detroit. But I've got some important ones. I think Kyron Williams. I think if you picked a lot of Detroit, I think you should have Williams running the ball, or Coop. One of those two, and then heavy on Detroit. And I think that David Montgomery is going to surprise people in this game tonight, but could be wrong on all that. We'll see what happens. And Patriots are 1-0. That's crazy. They literally stole one from Cincinnati Bengals. And as far as a Bengals fan, if you're a Cincinnati Bengals fan, are you hitting the panic button? I mean, no, because you know what? It's the first game of the season. The Patriots were very calm and went in, and they just kind of played this calm style that I don't think could win them, can't win you a Super Bowl, may not even get you in the playoffs, but if you don't play well, the Patriots are good enough. They're good, man. They looked good. Like they looked like a solid. Today the Patriots look like a solid 7 out of 10 team. And the Bengals played like a 6 out of 10 team. But we all know the Bengals are capable of being in the Final Four of the year, being in the Super Bowl. So, Joe Burrow, just nothing ever got settled. The Patriots defense really overwhelmed. And because they had a veteran Jacoby Brissett quarterback who's cool, calm, and collected, they were able to not make mistakes to screw the game over. Where in the last couple of years, the Patriots have kind of been like this a little bit the last couple of years with their defense. But then the offense, if you remember, the offense would lose the game. The offense would go, defense, you're playing pretty good. We're in this game. Hey, watch this. We'll screw it up and throw interceptions left and right and fumble the ball and look stupid and then screw the game up for you, defense. Then the defense gets demoralized. But today, the offense was fairly stable, and they had a competent quarterback. And because of that, you know what I mean? Like, they were able to steal a win in Cincinnati. So if you're a Bengals fan, I'd be like, whatever. You know what? Years ago, the Patriots won the Super Bowl. And they got blown away in the first game of the season against Buffalo. And in the last game of the season, they faced Buffalo again, and they blew Buffalo out. And then they went and won the Super Bowl. So first game of the season, hey, man, stuff happens. If you're a Bengals fan, you're just like, okay, like we could go win 6 in a row now and be 6-1. And then play the Patriots again and beat the Patriots the next time. So it's not something that I would really sit on too much. The Bengals would have to look like this about 3 times in a row for me to be like, wait a minute, something is wrong in Cincinnati. I don't think that's going to happen, but, the Bengals really underplayed themselves, underplayed today, underperformed. They looked wrong at times. They showed a few spurts of life, but it was too little too late, and the Patriots just kind of marched on with a calm 7 out of 10 team-oriented, supportive game. So, yeah, a lot of people asked me about the game today, so that's what I would say. That's all I got to say. I don't know. Tell me, how did your teams do? How are you looking? What are your teams? What are your thoughts on how your teams performed? What are your thoughts on the Patriots Bengals? What are your thoughts on all the other games that are going on? Just let me know what you think about football this week. We had a lot of crazy stuff. We had a Wednesday game or a Thursday game, and then we had a Friday game, and then we had no game on Saturday, and then we had a Sunday, all the games today, and now we have Sunday Night Football with Detroit, who Detroit just got the ball after a punt. So the Rams punt on their first drive. So with all that being said, just drop it in the comments, and then I'll go from there. Maybe I'll make another video based on what you guys say and what we saw today. And, just let me know. All right, tomorrow night, Monday Night Football, Monday Night Raw. I'm Joe Cronin. leave a comment or a super thanks if you want to support the channel down below. I will comment on them and pin them and do all those weird things. Let's go.